Okay guys, welcome back. So let's just start the next session. The next session, as discussed, we are going to fix this guy, right? So branch 1 has 5, 6, 7, so branch 4 should have 8. Okay, I haven't written it down here, but we will have 2 loopbacks to simulate the LAN environment. So let's go to branch 4 and let's set this guy up. So let's say we paid the service provider that we need a macro Ethernet link between this side to that side, and they give it to us. And with that, they said that okay, you have IP address of 10.189. Let's say this guy is 9. Not 9. Let's say 8. Right, because we're gonna do 8 to this guy. So 255.5.0. So no shirt, and then we will also create 2 loopbacks. So we will create loopback 0 with 10.1.8.255.255, and we will create loopback 1 with the IP address of 10.188.8.255. So we just to simulate 2 networks, right? So this is what we are planning to do here. Now, other than that, what we are going to do is that we will run a routing protocol between branch 4 and headquarter 3, right? And that routing protocol will be EIGRP. So let's run EIGRP between them. So, let's go to EIGRP. Let's put it 1. And let's put the network of 10.189.0, then we'll put 8.0, and we'll also put 88.0. So this is what we have set up on branch 4. We'll write it down so that we will save it once we are done with this guy. Then we will move to headquarter 3, and what we will do here is that first of all, we will make sure that we have our IP address assigned. Right? And no shirt, and we'll do router EIGRP1, and the network in that one is only 1, which is 89.0. So now we have, if I do show IP route EIGRP, now this router knows about 10.1.8 and 10.1.88, but remember headquarter 1 and headquarter doesn't know about this route, right? The reason why it doesn't know about them is because they are not running EIGRP, right? So they are running OSPF here. So OSPF is running between headquarter 1, 2 and 3. So if I do show IP OSPF neighbor, you can see that I have a neighbor relationship with 1 for network 30, with 1 and 3, and then with 1 I have for 20, and with 1 I have for 10. So we have for each VLAN we have a couple of networks, right? So that is fine. There's no issue with that. But we are not running any EIGRP here, so there's no way to communicate. So that's where our redistribution comes in. So what we are going to do is that we will tell router 3 or headquarter 3 router that whatever you learn from EIGRP, transfer it into OSPF. So this guy will say, okay, no problem sir, here you go, router OSPF 1, and I will redistribute EIGRP routes, EIGRP1 into this guy. And I'm not doing anything, I'm not using a metric or metric type or anything, I'm just redistributing it, right? So he said, okay, I'm going to redistribute it. So once it's going to redistribute it, headquarter 1 will receive it. So if I do show IP route OSPF, now this guy is receiving 8, 88, and 89, right? Now, in many occasions, you guys understand that 89 network has no significant value, because 89 network is the network between router 3 and branch, right? So it doesn't have any significant value because there is no service on this network. There's no service. The service is behind router 4 or behind router 3, right? There's a service. So what usually what you will see in an organization, in ISP or in big corporate, they do not advertise the two routers connected links. They do not advertise it. So you can do that by going here and say you can say route not route map. You can create a route map, says exclude Ethernet. I think I can write it down. Exclude Ethernet 0 by 1 and then match interface Ethernet 0 by 1. And actually what I need to do is when I created this route map, I have to say deny 10 and then I would say match interface Ethernet 0 by 1 and then I would say permit 20. Okay, and now if I go into router OSPF1 and redistribute EIGRP1 with the route map of whatever the route map is, this guy, and it will resync things. And if I go to headquarter 1 where you see that, have I done something wrong? Okay, let's verify what I did. I said route map permit 20, so permit everything else. It should work. So let's see, show IP route EIGRP. So I'm still receiving that. That's fine. Let's go to headquarter 1. Still not receiving that. So maybe I put it wrong. So it's not receiving it. So let's remove that. Let's do the other way. The other way is better. So what I will do is that I will say no route map, and I will say this guy. Okay, and then I will create an access list. Access list 1 deny 10.189.0 and then I will say access list 1 permit any, right? And then I will create a route map. Route map, and the same route map I can create. And then I will say match IP address 1. And that's it. I don't need to do anything else. So now if you look at show run section router OSPF, I still have that route map, right? That same route map. And let's go to headquarter 1. Now I have those two, right? So 10.1.8 I have, 10.1.88 I have. So I am not receiving 89, which doesn't make any sense. Nobody needs 89. We are happy, right? So right now from PC1, if I go to PC1 and I want to test that, can I reach anything in not 89, sorry, 8.8 network? Can I go there? So it will say no, you can't go there. Why? Because branch 4 doesn't know how to go back. So it's the same issue what we were having with HQ3. So if I go to branch 4 and I say, can you debug IP ICM ping, and then I do the ping again, we will see that branch 4 is receiving the request, but he doesn't know how to go back, right? So we have to teach branch 4 the networks behind that. So what we have to tell, router 3, which now has OSPF routes and also have EIGRP routes. And to better see that, let's do begin gateway here, and let's do OSPF here. So you can see that now this guy has both, right? So what he does, what we did in headquarter 3 is that we ask headquarter 3 to send whatever routes he's receiving in EIGRP and send it to OSPF, right? And that's what this command is doing, right? It's saying whatever you learn in EIGRP, send it to OSPF, and that's what he did. And that's how headquarter 1 now knows about these routes, right? As an external routes to OSPF, but that's how he learns. Now we will tell him that whatever you learn in OSPF, send it to branch 4. Okay, this is what we need to do. So same way, we will go, instead of this time going to OSPF, we will go to EIGRP1 and we'll say redistribute OSPF 1, but this time we have to define the metric because there is no default metric for the EIGRP. So we'll say 100,000, right? 100,000, and then we'll say 1,000, and then we'll say what is this load? This is reliability is 25%, no load, and 1500. So this is the value we put. So once we have this value in, now if we go to branch 4, this guy will have external EIGRP. So now he knows external EIGRP, right? So he knows external EIGRP. So now if I go to this guy, now they can communicate together. So what we have done so far is that we have made sure that we have communication from this side all the way to branch 4 and vice versa. So if I go to branch 4 and I say, oh, I want to ping 10.1, 10.100 with the source of loopback 1, right? And you can ping the loopback 1 is actually 88, not 8, right? So I did the other one. So let's do undebug all, right? Just for that sake. So I can do both ways, right? So I can ping both ways. So that is fine, right? So now in this video, what we have done, what we have covered so far. So far, the first video we made sure that this portion is configured, they can communicate together, and in the second video we made sure that we can extend our network to branch 4. So now branch 4 knows about all our networks, right, within headquarter. So still these branches are untouched, nothing has happened here, right? So we don't have yet no configuration, they don't even exist, right? So you can say that, okay, company just started and they started like this. So they have the LAN, they have 2 routers. Now we haven't also set up the ISP, right? So before we connect a branch, we have to make sure that headquarter can go to the internet. Now for the branch, now branches can have their own internet, right? They can say, okay, we have our own internet, we will go by internet, or you can force them that if they need to go to the internet, they will go via headquarter, right? So you can do that, you can dictate that, and that's what we will see too, right? That how we can dictate that. But before we do that, let's continue. I will stop here, and in the next video, what we will be doing, we will be configuring ISP, so that we can do something between the headquarter and ISP, right? So this is what we are going to do in the next video. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.